Chapter 14, Public Writing. Chapter Essentials. Consider how to represent yourself on social media. Below, use established formats for business letters. Facing page. When applying for a job, create a cover letter, a resume, and an online profile that highlight your strengths. Write focused memos, reports, and proposals. Create effective documents and other writing for community work. At some point in your life, you're likely to write for a public audience. Readers beyond your instructor, classmates, family, and friends. The conventions of public writing depend on the purpose of the writing, who will read it, and its genre. This chapter discusses several common public writing situations. Public writing in the United States, especially in business, favors efficiency and may seem abrupt or impolite compared with such writing in your native culture. For instance, a business letter elsewhere may be expected to begin with polite questions about the addressee or with compliments for the addressee's company, whereas U.S. business letters are expected to get right to the point. 14A, Writing on Social Media. Public writing on social media varies tremendously. It may be thoughtful and carefully crafted, or it may be quick and artless, as in a comment on a web news story dashed off in frustration or anger. As you make your own writing public and make yourself public too, consider these questions. How are you presenting yourself? How do you want to be viewed by readers? As knowledgeable, reasonable, witty, heartfelt, emotional, ranting, or something else? Consider whether your message comes across in the way you intend. Who might read your post? Once posted, your words may have a very large audience consisting of people whom you do not know and who do not necessarily see things as you do. Are you protecting your own and others' privacy? Comments, tweets, and photographs that reveal personal information can be hurtful or embarrassing to you and others. Consider who may see your message or photo. How will you feel about the post in the future? Some online posts, such as comments on news stories, are never fully erased. Think how the message or photo will reflect on you months or years from now. Would you say face to face what you've written? Imagine saying what you've written to the person your message is about or is addressed to. If you wouldn't say it, don't post it. 14B, Writing Business Letters. When you write for business, you are addressing busy people who want to see quickly why you are writing and how they should respond to you. Follow these general guidelines. State your purpose right at the start. Be straightforward, clear, concise, objective, and courteous. Observe conventions of grammar and usage which make your writing clear and impress your reader with your care. 1. Business letter format. Business letters sent on paper or by email have similar formats with differences for the different media. Letters on paper. Use either unlined white paper measuring 8.5 inches by 11 inches or letterhead stationery with your address pre-printed at the top of the sheet. Print the letterhead single-spaced with double spacing between the elements on one side of a sheet. The sample on the next page shows a common format. The return address heading gives your address and the date. Do not include your name. If you are using letterhead, add only the date. The inside address shows the name, title, and complete address of the person you are writing to. The salutation greets the addressee. Whenever possible, address your letter to a specific person. Contact the company or department to ask whom to address. If you can't find a person's name, then use a job title. Dear Human Resources Manager, Dear Customer Service Manager, or use a general salutation. Dear Smithy Shoes. Use Mrs. as the title for a woman. The body contains the substance. Instead of indenting the first line of each paragraph, choose double space between paragraphs. The close should reflect the level of formality in the salutation. Respectfully, cordially, yours truly, and sincerely are more formal closes. Regards and best wishes are less formal. The signature has two parts. Your name, typed 4 lines below the close, and your handwritten signature in the space between. Business letter, cover letter, minimum 1 inch from the top. 3712 Swiss Avenue, Dallas, Texas. 75204, March 2, 2014. Return address heading, double space. Raymond Chipolt, Human Resources Manager, Dallas News Communication Center, Dallas, Texas. 75222. Inside address, double space. Dear Mr. Chipolt, in response to your posting in the English department of the Southern Methodist University, I'm applying for the summer job of part-time editorial assistant for the Dallas News. Double space. I am now enrolled at Southern Methodist University as a sophomore with a dual major in English literature and journalism. My courses so far have included news reporting, copy editing, and electronic publishing. I worked a summer as a copy aide for my hometown newspaper, and for 2 years I have edited and written sports stories and features for the university newspaper. My feature articles cover subjects as diverse as campus elections, parking regulations, visiting professors, and speech codes. As the enclosed resume and writing samples indicate, my education and knowledge of newspaper work prepare me for the opening you have. I am available for an interview at your convenience and would be happy to show more samples of my writing. Please email me at ianirvine@mail.smu.edu or call me at 214-744-3816. Sincerely, close, quadruple space, Ian M. Irvine. Signature, ENC. Enclose a printed business letter in an envelope that will accommodate the letter once it is folded horizontally in thirds. The envelope should show your name and address in the upper left corner, and the addressee's name, title, and address in the center. Letters by email. An emailed business letter lacks
subparts of a paper letter. The return address, heading, and handwritten signature and envelope of your mailing address falls at the end of the letter rather than the top. Otherwise, it has the same parts listed above: salutation, body, and close. Type signature. And it has two features that paper letters do not. Your email address. Use a business-like address that is a variation on your name, such as John.Doe, John Doe, or J Doe. Do not use an address with an anonymous username. The subject line. Make it short and accurate, reflecting the message of your letter. For instance, subscription problem or copy aid position. 14C. Writing a job application. In applying for a job or requesting a job interview, you will submit both a resume and a cover letter, probably in electronic form. You may also create a social media profile that prospective employers can consult when they are considering your application. 1. Cover letter. The sample on the preceding page illustrates the key features of a cover letter. Interpret your resume for the particular job. Don't detail your entire resume, reciting your job history. Instead, tailor your letter to the job description, highlighting how your qualifications and experience match the job you're applying for. Announce at the outset what job you seek and how you heard about it. Include any special reason you have for applying, such as a specific career goal. Summarize your qualifications for this particular job, including relevant facts about education and employment history, and emphasizing notable accomplishments. Mention that additional information appears in an accompanying resume. Describe your availability. At the end of the letter, mention that you are free for an interview at the convenience of the addressee, or specify when you will be available. For instance, when your current job or classes leave you free. 2. Resume. Your resume should provide information in table format that allows a potential employer to evaluate your qualifications. The resume should include your name and address, the position you seek, your education and employment history, any special skills or awards, and how to obtain your references. Fit all the information on one uncrowded page unless your education and experience are extensive. Most job seekers prepare two versions of their resume: a formatted version to print and to take to in-person interviews, sample below, and a plainer version to submit online, sample on the facing page. Employers may add the electronic version to a computerized database of applicants, so the format and language are important to ensure that your resume is retrievable. Resume print. Name and contact information. Ian M. Irvine, 3712 Swiss Avenue, Dallas, Texas, 75204. 214-744-3816. Ian Irvine at mail.smu.edu. Desired position stated simply and clearly. Position desired: part-time editorial assistant. Education: before work experience for most college students. Education: Southern Methodist University, 2012 to present. Current standing sophomore. Major: English Literature and Journalism. Journalism courses, news reporting, copy editing, electronic publishing, communication arts, and broadcast journalism. Abilene, Texas, senior high school, 2008 to 12. Graduated with academic college preparatory degree. Headings, marking sections set off with space and highlighting. Employment history, 2012 to present. Reporter, Daily Campus, student newspaper of Southern Methodist University. Write regular coverage of baseball, track, and soccer teams. Write feature stories on campus policies and events. Edit sports news, campus listings, features. Summer 2013 copy aid, Abilene Reporter News. Assisted reporters with copywriting and research. Summer 2012 painter, Longhorn Painters. Abilene prepared and painted exteriors and interiors of houses. Conventional use of capital letters. Yes for proper nouns and after periods. No for job titles, course names, department names, and so on. Special skills, fluent in Spanish. Proficient in internet research and word processing. Standard content type font. References available on request. Placement office, Southern Methodist University, Dallas, Texas, 75275. Keep the design simple for accurate scanning or electronic transmittal. Avoid images, bullets, bold-faced italics, underlining, unusual fonts, more than one column, centered headings, and vertical or horizontal lines. Use concise, specific words to describe your skills and experience. The employer's computer may use keywords, often nouns, to identify the resumes of suitable job candidates. And you want to ensure that your resume includes keywords that match. Resume, scannable or electronic. Ian M. Irvine, 3712 Swiss Avenue, Dallas, Texas, 75204. 214 744-3816 Ian Irvine at mail.smu.edu. Accurate keywords, allowing the employer to place the resume into an appropriate database. Keywords: editor, editorial assistant, publishing, electronic publishing. Objective, part-time editorial assistant. Education, Southern Methodist University, 2012 to present. Major, English Literature and Journalism. Journalism courses, news reporting, copy, editing, electronic publishing, communication arts, broadcast journalism. Simple design, avoiding unusual fonts, bolds, italics, multiple columns, and decorative lines and images. Abilene, Texas, senior high school, 2008 to 12, academic college preparatory degree. Standard font, easily read by scanners. Employment history, reporter, Daily Campus, Southern Methodist University, 2012 to present. Writer of articles for student newspaper on sports teams, campus policies and local events. Editor of sports news, campus listings and features. Every line aligning at left margin. Copy aid, Abilene Reporter News, Abilene Summer 2013. Assistant to reporters, routing copy, doing research. Painter, Longhorn Painters, Abilene Summer 2012, preparation and painting of exteriors and interiors of houses. Special skills, fluent in Spanish. Profession in internet research and word processing. References available upon request. Placement office, Southern Methodist University, Dallas, Texas. 75275. The field and the job description look for likely keywords in the employer's description of the job you seek, and name your specific skills. Write concretely with words like manager, not person with responsibility for, and reporter, not staff member who reports. 3. Creating an online profile. Many job seekers use social networking sites such as LinkedIn to create online profiles. Like a resume, an online profile should state the position you seek and use keywords to accurately describe your education, skills, and previous work and volunteer experience. In addition, an online profile often contains the following: a summary of your qualifications, goals, and experience, similar to the opening paragraphs of a cover letter. A portfolio of your best projects that are relevant to the job you seek. For instance, writing that you completed for classes, internships, or jobs. A current high-quality headshot of you, dressed as you would be for a job. 14D. Writing memos, reports, and proposals. 1. Memos. Business memos address people within the same organization. Most memos deal briefly with a specific topic, such as an answer to a question or an evaluation. The content of a memo comes quickly to the point and discusses it efficiently. State your reason for writing in the first sentence. Devote the first paragraph to a concise presentation of your answer. Conclusion or evaluation. In the rest of the memo, explain your reasoning or evidence. Use headings or lists as appropriate to highlight key information. Memos are usually sent by email. See the sample on the next page and consult the guidelines on PP 7980 for using emails and other electronic communications. 2. Reports and proposals. Reports and proposals are text-heavy documents, sometimes lengthy, that convey information such as the results of research, plan for action, or a recommendation for change. Reports and proposals usually divide into 2 sections. The sections vary depending on the purpose of the document, but usually they include an overview or summary which tells the reader what the document is about, a statement of the problem or need which justifies the report or proposal, a statement of the plan or solution which responds to the need or problem, and a recommendation or evaluation. See the sample report on the next page and consider the following guidelines as you prepare a report or proposal. From P.P. Bigelow to Aileen Rosin, C.C. Larry Mendez. Subject: 2014 sales of Quick Wax, Territory 12. Names of addressee and people receiving copies. Since it was introduced in January 2014, Quick Wax has been unsuccessful in Territory 12 and has not affected the sales of Easy Shine. Discussions with customers and our own analysis of Quick Wax suggest 3 reasons for its failure to complete our project. Name of addressee and people receiving copies. Subject description providing context for the memo. Body paragraph, single-spaced with double spacing between them. Paragraphs not indented. 1. Quick Wax has not received the promotion necessary for a new product. Advertising has been sporadic and has not developed a clear, consistent image for the product. In addition, the Quick Wax representative in Territory 12 is new and inexperienced. He is not known to customers, and his sales pitch, which I once overheard, is weak. As far as I can tell, his efforts are not supported by his home office. 2. When Quick Wax does make it to the store shelves, buyers do not choose it over our product. Though priced competitively with Easy Shine, Quick Wax is poorly packaged. The container seems smaller than ours, though in fact it holds the same 8 ounces. The lettering on the package, red on blue, is difficult to read, in contrast to the Easy Shine package. Numbered list, distilling and emphasizing key points. 3. Our special purchase offers and my increased efforts to serve existing customers have had the intended effect of keeping customers satisfied with our product and reducing their inclination to stock something new. Patricia Phillips, writer's electronic signature giving contact information, sales representative, Bigelow Wax Company, P.P. Phillips at Bigelow.com. Do your research. To write a successful report or proposal, you must be well informed. Be alert to where you have enough information or where you don't. Focus on the purpose of each section. Stick to the point of each section, saying only what you need to say, even if you have additional information. Each section should accomplish its purpose and contribute to the whole. Follow an appropriate format. In many businesses, reports and proposals have specific formatting requirements. If you are unsure about the requirements, ask your supervisor. Report. Canada geese at ABC Institute, an environmental problem. Descriptive title conveying report's content. Summary. The flock of Canadian geese and around on ABC Institute's grounds has grown dramatic in the recent years to become a nuisance and environmental problem. This report reviews the problem, considers possible solutions, and proposes that ABC Institute and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service cooperate to reduce the flock by humane means. Standard format. Summary, statement of the problem, solutions, and not shown recommendations. The problem. Canada geese began living at Taylor Lake next to ABC Institute when they were relocated there in 1995 by the State Game Department. As a non-migratory flock, the geese are present year-round, with the highest population each year occurring in early spring. In recent years, the flock has grown dramatically. The Audubon Society's annual Christmas bird consensus shows 30-fold increase from the 37 geese counted in 1996 to the 1,125 counted in 2013. Major sections are delineated by headings. Formal tone appropriate to business writing. The principal environmental problem caused by the geese is pollution of grass and water by defecation. Goose droppings cover the ABC Institute's grounds as well as the park's picnic areas. The runoff from these droppings into Taylor Lake has substantially affected the quality of the lake's water, so that local authorities have twice, 2013 and 2013, issued warnings against swimming. Single spacings with double spacings between paragraphs and around lists. Possible solutions. The goose, overpopulation, and resulting environmental problems have several possible solutions. Bullet. It lists, emphasizing alternative solutions. Harass the geese with dogs and audio-visual effects, light and noise, so that the geese choose to leave. This solution is inhumane to the geese and unpleasant for the human natures. Feed the geese a chemical that will weaken the shells of their eggs and thus reduce the growth of the flock. This solution is inhumane to the geese and also impractical because geese are long-lived. Kill adult geese. This solution is obviously inhumane to the geese. Thin the goose population by trapping and removing many geese, perhaps 600, to areas less populated by humans, such as wildlife preserves. Though costly, see figures below, the last solution is the most humane. It would be harmless to the geese, provided that sizable netted enclosures are used for traps. Discussions of solution and recommendations section follow. 14E. Writing for community work. At some point in your life, you're likely to volunteer for a community organization such as a soup kitchen, a daycare center, or a literacy program. Many college courses involve service learning, in which you do such volunteer work. Write about the experience for your course and write for the organization you're helping. The writing you do for a community group may include creating or maintaining the group's website, updating its presence on social media, such as Facebook or Twitter, or producing more for moral newsletters, flyers, and brochures. The following tips and the samples below and on the next page can help you with such writing. Craft your writing for its purpose and audience. You are trying to achieve a specific aim with your readers, and the approach and tone you will use will influence their responses. For example, if you were writing letters to a local business to raise funds for a homeless shelter, you would address the readers formally and focus on the shelter's benefits to them and the community. If you were recruiting volunteers through the shelter's Facebook page, you would be more conversational and enthusiastic, emphasizing the rewards of helping out. Remember that your writing represents the organization. Social media, in particular, encourage informal written communication, but while representing the organization, you are obligated to be professional. If you respond to a negative comment on your organization's blog, for example, sounding angry, expect to work with others. Much of the public writing is the work of more than one person. Even if you draft the document on your own, others will review the content, tone, and design. Such collaboration is rewarding, but it sometimes requires patience and goodwill. CPP 28 for advice on collaborating. Social media post. Congratulations to Reading Works tutors and students who last year logged more tutoring hours and passed more levels of proficiency than ever in prior years. We are proud of you. We will celebrate your accomplishments at the annual awards dinner on May 23rd. Please mark your calendars and watch for details at Reading Works. Online post written in conversational style. Photographic illustrating the post. Newsletter. Reading Works, Springfield Veterans Administration Hospital, summer 2014. From the director. Can you help? With more and more learners in the Reading Work programs, we need more and more tutors. You may know people who would be interested in participating in the program. Those of you who have been tutoring VA patients in reading and writing know both the great need you fulfill and the great benefits you bring to the students. New tutors need no special skills. We'll provide the training. Only patience and an interest in helping others. We've scheduled an orientation meeting for Friday, September 12th at 6:30 p.m. Please come and bring a friend who is willing to contribute a couple hours a week to our work. Thanks, Kate Goodman. Multi-column format for allowing room for headings, articles, and other elements on the page. 2-column heading emphasizing the main article. Elements helping readers skim for highlights. Spacing, varied font sizes, and a bulleted list. Color focusing on readers' attention on banner, headlines, and table of contents. Lively, but uncluttered overall appearance. Box in the first column highlighting table of contents. First annual awards dinner. A festive night for students and tutors. The first annual Reading Works Awards dinner on May 23rd was a great success. Springfield's own Golden Fork provided tasty food and amber. Allen supplied lively music. The students decorated Suite 42 on a theme of all books, and in reading, 127 people attended. The highlight of the night was the award ceremony. 9 students, recommended by their tutors, received certificates recognizing their efforts, special accomplishments in learning and to read and write. Ramon Berva, Edward Byer, David Dunbar, Tony Garnier, Chris Gugny, Ackley Haynes, Josh Livingston, Alex Opold, B.J. Reskinaski. In addition, 9 tutors received certificates commemorating 5 years of service to Reading Works. Anita Crumpton, Felix Cruz Rivera, Bette Elgin, Kaylee Portoluzzi, Harriet Henderson, Ben Obioso, Maggie Puente, Max Smith, Sarah Vellante. Congratulations to all. PTSD, new guidelines. Most of us are working with veterans who have been diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. Because this disorder is often complicated by alcoholism, depression, anxiety, and other problems, the National Center for PTSD has issued some guidelines for helping PTSD patients in ways that helps reduce their stress. The hospital must know your tutoring schedule, and you need to sign in and out before each tutoring setting. To protect patients' privacy, meet them only in designated visiting and tutoring areas, never in the rooms. Treat patients with dignity and respect, even as sometimes happens, they grow frustrated and angry. Seek help from a nurse if you need it.